Hi, I'm Carl with mykangoojumps.com. I'm here today to talk to you about maintenance and how to disassemble and reassemble your Kangoo Jumps. Basically, the only maintenance item on a Kangoo Jump is this T-spring here. It's good for 50 to 80 hours of use, and sometimes you're going to want to take some things apart and clean in here a little bit. If you run a lot in dirt or sand, that dirt and sand will get in here and cause some premature wear. And so after you run, you want to take things apart and clean it out. So to get that apart, what you're going to do is you're going to want to get on the floor. And the Kangoo Jumps have what's called the safety release system. And you can kind of see on here, there's a triangle on the shell and a triangle on the T-spring. And on this side, there's a circle and a circle. For this safety release system, you want to make sure that those are lined up, and the same things go on the other side of the shell and the T-spring. But to get this apart, you want to find the circle that's on the bottom of the bottom shell. On the other side, you see we've got triangle, triangle. And so you'll set that on the floor, and you're going to want to use your body weight for this. So you're going to grab it here and lock your arms and just push down, and that will pop out, and then twist your shell off to the side. And then to get the T-spring off, I find it's a little easier if you flip it over and go to the circle side again, and then you're just going to grab that shell and compress that down a little bit and pull up on that, and then pull your T-spring in. This part's a little tricky sometimes, but then just pop that off. And so you can see in here, you've got this bridge right here, and you can see that there's a little bit of wear on that one. This is a pretty new T-spring, but over time those will get U-shaped out, and that's when you really know that your T-spring is about done for. And so you want to make sure and keep these cleaned out. That will increase longevity on them, and make sure you replace them as they get worn. If you use them too long, it causes increased stress on the shells, and the shells might break. So to put your Kangoo Jumps back together, I've got a triangle on my shell here and a triangle on my T-spring. And I'm just going to snap that back in, and then flip that over, and again, using my body weight, I'll compress that down a little bit. It makes it easier, and just let that snap back in, and then flip that back over. So I've got the circle on the bottom is at my top here, and then I want to look at my shell. My triangle's down here, and I've got my triangle here. So first I'll just slip that in, get it lined up there, and then use my body weight again to snap that down. And then sometimes you need to that finishes locking it in place. And there you have it. That's basically everything you need to know about maintaining your Kangoo Jumps.